Just can't leave their victims alone. They return to say, have you remembered what not to wear in half an hour on BBC Three? But first, have you remembered Claudia and Paddy? Of course you have.
Hello, I'm Claudia.
And I'm Paddy, but these are tonight's headlining stories. Overexposed, overpaid, but not over ear. Yanks blamed after the smash hits party is scrapped.
When you get back to the BBC, if they've got this kind of equipment and you push rewind, you'll find that we covered that at the beginning.
Crow flies off the handle again. Russell gives our man Tom Brooke a premiere roasting.
Liquid News, live with Claudia and Paddy.
All that's ahead. Plus, it's 10 years since River Phoenix died outside an LA nightclub. We'll be marking the anniversary of his death. Plus, look at my Fu Manchu. We have all the results from the beard and moustache championships.
Look, no facial hair but plenty of eyeliner on tonight's Celebrity Sofa. It's hello to Susie Sue, Budgie, who just turned up and we've dragged him on, and former Bros frontman Matt Goss. Thank you all very much. It's being described as another nail in the British pop coffin. The Smash Hits poll winners party has been cancelled because the current crop of homegrown acts just aren't big enough.
No, it's been confirmed that the unavailability of American talent has led to the last-minute scrapping of an event that was once up there with the Brits and the MTV Europe Awards. Vanessa Langford reads the last rites for Liquid News.
Great, what can I say? Best haircut award. Express Mail, thank you very much.
OK, so the Smash Hits Poll Winners Awards never exactly lent towards the highbrow end of the music biz, but they were once, after the Brits, one of the biggest events in the British music calendar. Must-see Sunday afternoon telly before the excitement of the Antiques Roadshow set in. But this year, the Smash Hits Poll Winners Party has been scrapped, apparently due to a lack of on-tap US talent. Today, the mag's publishers EMAP told Liquid News the Smash Hits shindig would be back in 2004. But the clash with Thanksgiving meant that many American stars just aren't prepared to travel. That old seeing the Relly's chestnut.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Although Beyoncé did somehow manage to clear her diary for this week's MTV Awards. And after a year of Justins and Christinas, it's the Yanks the kids seem to crave.
There's loads of homegrown talent. We've got real homegrown talent. This is a musical country. There was a time when we were exporting music to America. The Americans have proved with things like McDonald's that they can manufacture rubbish on a global scale, and now they're doing it in pop. So, yeah, it's just a sad indictment of pop industry, really.
The Smash Hits party isn't the only award ceremony that's got the old heave-ho. Despite suffering MCs like this,
Come on!
the top of the Pops Awards always manage to pull in the punters and the big names. But this year it's been shelved because the Suits say they want to put their cash and energies into a weekly show. And although the bigwigs at EMAP are eager to insist it hasn't been a bad year for British pop, it does seem like the meat and two veg of the tea market has died a death. Blue and Liberty X can't do it all on their own.
This year it's all about just, dropping a load of artists, and then it will all start again next year. It's bland year.
And when he sounds the death toll, you know that the British music biz could be in a bad way. Vanessa Langford, BBC News.
Our guests tonight were massive stars in the Smash Hits heyday, and they're still stars today. Hello again to Matt Goss, Susie Sue, and husband and fellow creature, Budgie. Welcome to you all. Top marks for sparkles, necklaces, etc. Susie, what?
And showing up.
Well, quite.
Monday, especially.
Monday, we're very grateful.
I'm not really here.
No, but it's delightful. We dragged you in. Susie, let me ask you first, where has it all gone wrong, if you believe it has? I mean, this was a massive event that everybody got excited about, and they've cancelled it.
Well, I mean, I can cry and weep because I'm not going to be invited again. No, I think the awards have become a bit of a sham anyway. I mean, they're not necessarily representing British music, if that's what they're talking about. They can't get the American stars because they're representing the TV market, really, with all these TV shows and that major way of going, the corporate way of going. And it's dull. I mean, without Beyonce or the likes of that, maybe it is a bit dull, but that's because they're going the wrong way anyway. The charts don't reflect music that people are buying. They reflect the TV.
OK. Matt, it didn't used to be dull. I mean, you won 15 of these awards.
Yeah.
Do you blame the reality TV as well? Do you think it's just all
I think it puts it in perspective. I'm sitting here, I'm sitting here and I've just finished my own tour about a record deal and all that, and it was no pressure doing that. Now the record's out today and everything like that, and it's great and everything, but what did those 15 awards mean anyway, really? I mean, it's just a moment in time. Yeah. It's just a moment in time, and I think Susie's right. I think that those bands are television. Right. It's like going back to a job interview.
And the awards are very much like, oh, give us a good pat on the back. If it was exciting, I mean, they can have American artists and English artists, and it'd be something like Peaches, Sigur Rós, Radiohead. No, wait. No, but you could get an interesting line. It doesn't have to go that Butlin's way.
Come back with me.
All right.
To 1984. Susie Sue interviewed for Smash Hits magazine. I like the Weather Girls, said Susie Sue.
I love the Weather Girls.
I like Theatre of Blood with Vincent Price.
The film, yeah.
I had fried moose last night.
Fried moose.
That's what you told
Delicious.
Smash Hits. Oddly enough...
Actually, that was our Swedish driver at the time. That is true, and that was probably 2 years before I became vegetarian. That was in 1982.
But in your time, Matt, as well, your interview, don't believe what you read in the papers. This is June 88. That would have been when your first #1 was.
Right.
Believe what Smash Hits says. We tell the truth to Smash Hits.
Well, at the time, Smash Hits was one of the few magazines then that you could actually have an honest interview without worrying about being misquoted. I mean, I think after they've said everything about me wearing, from dating a monkey to wearing high heels. I mean, it's like, so but Smash Hits, you could actually have an element of safety with Smash Hits back then.
But now you don't. This is, of course, your new single. It's out today.
Yes, it is.
That's Duncan from Blue's Girlfriend that you're getting very close with.
Yes.
Is it quite weird to get that intimate? I mean, we'll show the video. There are bits where you're really sort of licking each other. How does that work?
It works the way you know it works, because you just had a baby, but it's
yeah.
From licking.
But I don't know about
I didn't actually know.
Warning.
It's actually, I was pretty nervous actually, because you've got 20 people saying, don't block her light and don't move her hair, so it's kind of, it's not as sensual as it looks. It's actually pretty intimidating, really. It was for me anyway. She was pretty nice about it though.
This has got slight, and I don't know whether this is wrong, so you can slap me if you want, because I quite like it.
Or lick you.
Kinky.
Quite. It's slightly reggae-ish. Not reggae.
Yeah, it is
how would you sort of describe it?
I'm really influenced by like the Police and ska and all that. So it's got when I play live, it's got elements of ska in it and reggae. So you're definitely on this tune.
In the green room, you were talking about midweeks. How nervous are you? This is your first solo thing in 6 years.
Yeah.
Are you terrified about tomorrow?
I'm not terrified, but I'm very anxious today. I've always been though. I mean, you're doing all your promotion and you just hand it to the fans, and if they get up and go and buy it, then you're all right. But you're in the hands of them, really.
But what you're saying is you're in the hands of the people who compile the charts and collect the figures, and you're in the hands of, are they honest about it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, you just have to wait.
We know what we think about how honest they are about these charts that they compile, how realistic they are.
Yes, more of that later.
Yeah, we're going to get him.
Yes.
We're going to get him.
Yeah.
Fight! Can I ask, Matt, but do you still have all of your 15 Smash Hits awards somewhere?
Yeah, they are. My mum's got them.
Great.
It's a good question.
Nice.
And where does she keep them? In the toilet?
Yeah.
Polish them.
No one believes that. I'm glad you chipped in then, Budgie, because otherwise I had to have said enough from you.
I know.
You come on here chatting away like that. Still,
I came on to go on the white carpet, and the white carpet's not here.
No, there's a cushion here.
You are the white carpet.
Because you're sitting on it. Thank you very much.
You can't have one of mine.
Cheer you
They're too
up.
short.
It looks like
there is more ahead.
Oh, it's warm.
Yes, I know. I've been sitting on it.
So long as it's not moist.
But it's a clue in that, because there's more ahead.
I'm not quite sure what to do with it.
Well, just hold it while I read through this thing. Susie's asking what my point is.
What's its name?
Flaming Panda. Lips show is stopped after a dancing animal collapses.
First it was JFK.
No, it's
Guys, non-stop chatting.
I've got a stitch.
Well, I thought you invited us to.
No, I did. Sorry, what was your comment?
No, I was just wondering what the point was of saying, you like the Weather Girls, you like Vincent Price, and what was the other point?
Well, the point I was trying desperately to make was that in your time, even you bigged up your Smash Hits relationship. At the time...
No, I didn't.
Well, it was
Everything
important
was
to be with them.
totally honest.
Yeah, no, but it was an important organ, and now they've cancelled their party.
Oh, right. But I was never invited to their party anyway.
Well, to be fair, you said that at the beginning. And
Yeah.
if I'd listened, I'd never got into the trouble that I've now got.
OK. First, it was JFK for the Showbiz 90s. Can you remember where you were when you heard that River Phoenix had died? It happened 10 years ago today. Let's go live to LA and Miss Steph West. Steph, in a different location, but wearing red, which we're happy. Where were you 10 years ago?
Well, I was actually in the Viper Room the night it happened. It was 10 years ago, as you said. It was just at the beginning. Johnny Depp had just opened the club. It was a really exciting time. But that night, that Halloween night, nobody had even noticed River Phoenix sat by the door. He had taken a massive cocktail of drugs and he went outside the club and collapsed. Now, back inside, Johnny Depp was on stage with his band. He was told somebody had collapsed. He didn't know it was River Phoenix until later that night, about 3 o'clock in the morning, and that was when they also released the phone call that Leaf Phoenix, now we know him as Joaquin, he had phoned the emergency services and said, my brother's collapsed on the pavement. So we didn't even actually know until 3 o'clock in the morning.
What about the tributes that there have been? What kind of weekend was it? Who was there? Was Joaquin there?
No, he didn't come by the club this weekend, but lots of fans did. It's become a bit of a place of pilgrimage for River Phoenix fans. Everybody wonders what he would have done in the 10 years that since he died, had he lived, because he had such a bright career. Often people wonder how it was that the Viper Room survived, because it was such a blow, but it stayed as a real cool place to go. You never knew who was going to pop by. Bruce Springsteen, Oasis, they just used to turn up, play to a couple of hundred people over the years.
Tell us more LA news now. Scary Movie 3, panned by the critics, lots of people like it. Tell us more, Steph.
Yeah, Halloween weekend was pretty scary for studios because people are all out tricking and treating and business was down. But that didn't stop Scary Movie 3 staying at the top, taking just over $21 million. Its total is now $78 million after 10 days. We predict it won't be top next week, though. Matrix Revolutions opens on Wednesday, and that is odds on to be the one. Now, prepare to see the hairiest top lip since your nana dropped her HRT pills in the Smarties. The 6th World Beard and Mustache Growing Championships took place over the weekend over the hills in Nevada. And this is the newly crowned world champion Karl-Heinz Hill from Germany, who won by a whisker, and what a whisker. Giving out the awards is a dangerous task. Watch as this girl nearly loses an eye in a terrifying Tash clash. But it is one in the eye for the unbelievers who say men with facial furniture are just trying to hide a lack up top. This surely contradicts that claim. This chap won for innovation in the freestyle classes. Sadly, no Tom Brooke.
Steph, absolutely genius. Possibly lots of giggles.
The beards, the moustaches, I mean, that would be out of the window for me. I like a clean face. Yeah, how about you?
Clean.
But it's like, why don't you ask men, would you like a beard or a clean face?
Well,
we could,
that's a good question. You can have a whole series on that on reality TV. But I'm just looking at the look in Matt. Can we have a close-up of Matt Goss's eyes? Matt Goss's eyes. Steph, say something for about Los Angeles, and we'll just look at Matt Goss's face.
Is it a hairy face? No, he's lovely and smooth, isn't he, Matt Goss?
I've got to say,
but
Steph,
anyway,
the wind,
a lot of hair.
I've got to say the wind's really working. It's a very, very Revlon commercial. I know your hair is very lovely.
He's obsessed with you. That's the point I was limping towards. Steph, thanks for now. But we have, just to let you know, we have got Tom Brooke coming up shortly in the programme with Russell Crowe. So that's just to let you know.
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
It's all good. Very quickly, we were talking about US box office. My favourite thing is Susie said, first thing she said, not have you listened to my album, but has anyone here seen Kill Bill?
It's the best. It's so brilliant. I saw it last night at the Electric Cinema in Portobello Road, which is the best place to see a movie.
Fantastic.
You've got to have your legs and your feet up and plenty of space so nobody's nudging you or kicking your seat.
Yes.
But it really is fantastic. It's like on a musical level, the dialogue, the pace, the plot. My favourite plot is a revenge plot. I like a good dish of cold revenge.
I see I Spit on Your Grave is out on DVD.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Do you share this scary movie obsession, horror movie obsession that Susie Sue does?
I have no choice, really. I spend a lot of time in the studio.
What's your point?
Now, Sting has hit back at Rod Stewart, who last week dubbed him Mr. Serious, who helps the Indians. Sir Roderick of Stewart, as he's not called, much to his annoyance, slagged off Sting during a rant about his own lack of a OBE or a Grammy. Sting's over in Hong Kong and says he'll send him a gong. Having bagged 14 Grammys in his career, he feels he can afford one to put one in the post, strike permitting.
It's getting better now. The Flaming Lips had to halt their show at Birmingham Academy when a dancing panda collapsed on stage. A girl called Livy was wearing the suit when she fainted during lightning strikes the postman. She told the band's website, "I passed out because it was so hot in the suit, plus I hadn't been drinking much water, so really it was my own fault." Lips frontman Wayne Coyne spoke to Liquid News about the drama ahead of tonight's sellout show at London's Hammersmith Apollo.
It's hot, there's smoke, there's loud music, and these really powerful lights. And this poor girl, she was only like 16 or something. And I think it just overwhelmed her, and she just passed out. But you could see the audience. I mean, I'm there, you know, full charge, come on, let's kill each other. And this poor panda just collapses on the side.
Sexiest man in pop, in my opinion. You guys look at that. Don't agree? Oh no, he's delicious. Let's talk about your album now. From Panda, right, to Creatures.
Ah, yes, bamboo shoots and all the rest.
Do you like it?
We love it. No, we love the album.
The album, and I have to say, the critics love the album.
It's surprising.
Which is really surprising. I mean, normally it's, you know, I'm not at all interested, and they usually, you know, even if they give you good reviews, you kind of think, you know, they totally missed the point anyway. But no, the most important...
I love that. Do you think that?
Yeah. The most important thing is of working with Leonardito, this amazing Kodo drummer. And he was the guy that we saw who was... he had a much stronger role within the Kodo drummers when we first saw them in the early 80s. And, I mean, they are the Bruce Lee of drums and percussion.
Susie likes she likes the loincloth.
I like the stripping
doesn't?
I like they have these huge
I'm
sticks,
dreading it
and
going
they're
on
just
tour.
dun, dun, dun,
Can I put your dog down now?
So it's quite masterful and
it's
strong.
powerful, it's strong, and it's control, and it's like a dance as well. It's very well.
It's loincloths though.
Loincloths. Budgie,
Bruce Lee.
what is it with sort of Japan, Asia generally? What's going on with you there? Do you have an obsession?
Well, we were talking to Quentin before he did Kill Bill, you know, and and just kind of, we obviously paths were kind of somehow colliding there, and we just found ourselves in Tokyo. The plane left without us, you know. We were on tour with the Banshees. It was the last gig. We thought, hey, it's all finished, and then we woke up next morning, they'd all gone. So we had no option but to go and do something. So we hung out for a few days.
We had such great fun doing the video with all these little extras of B movies. I love the genre of the B movie.
Yeah.
I just find it amazing.
Well, this is the single Godzilla that did really, really well.
Well,
which you must have been delighted with.
You're kind of nervous because you're waiting on your midweek. On the first week of release, we got a midweek of number 13, and I went, that's rubbish, that can't be true.
Yeah.
That's really nonsense, because we sell mainly through independent stores, and they only monitor 20% of independent stores. But in London, there's Sister Ray, and they were saying, God, they're flying out like hotcakes here.
No. So midweek 13, and then where did it appear?
It was all alive, it was all ending in tears.
2/3 were chucked out because the bugger chart compilers. Oh, that's not really a swear word.
I think you're so famous for that. You're trying to do a Grundy. I think we apologise in general, just in case we can't say that
look,
word.
I'm actually moving on this
but
one.
I think something that the B word, probably, I don't know whether we can say it, but we can't say it now. We won't say it. What I was, it's Matt.
B-starred, is that a swear word?
You just don't like those chart compilers.
No,
Matt,
I do not like those chart. They basically threw out 2/3 of our sales because they didn't want to take the independent sales.
Now, Matt, when we were listening earlier to the new one, we were thinking to ourselves...
Come into this programme, Matt.
You could imagine that there's been a long way of time, and you can hear a lot of the past in this new one. You might not have heard it yourself, but when you started out, was this something for you? Was Susie Sue and the Banshees something that you were in on when you were a baby Goss?
Yeah, of course, yeah. It's national treasure, man. It's like part of the British psyche. Susie Banshees, man. I loved it when I was at school, and totally.
Have you not seen this for ages? Susie's face is like,
I'm like going,
at the screen.
She's watching TV.
But do you agree with that there's a lot to hear in it that sounds the same you, that you haven't really done much of a rebrand, you haven't brought us a new look you, and you haven't tried, you know, to...
I haven't brought you
Let me
a
just
new
say
look.
something.
It's real, it's authentic. Well, it's been that you're still
Well,
there.
I'm still dark-haired.
Yes.
You know, unless...
But you wear more red.
Well, no, I don't. I mean, there are no rules.
No.
I also think all the biggest movie stars in the world, Clint Eastwood, man. What is, you know, he's a movie star because he's Clint, you know. Susie is who she is, and that's her thing.
We don't want Clint to go soft and start talking too much, do we?
Leave it as it is.
I was going to wear my Goss bottle tops, but, you know.
I know.
Russell Crowe, I'm so sorry to interrupt.
Yes, sorry.
But they're shouting at me. Russell Crowe has continued to bid for his Spikiest Man in Hollywood prize at the premiere of his new Oscar-tipped epic in New York. His sparring partner this time was Tom Brooke, still reeling from his snub at the Moustache Awards in Vegas. Didn't stop him, though, filing this report for Liquid News.
BBC. Russell Crowe seemingly in good spirits at the Master and Commander world premiere. In the epic, he's big, bold and boisterous, captain of a British vessel battling the French during the Napoleonic Wars. Virtually the entire film takes place at sea.
I spent a lot of time on boats building up to the film to try and get my sea legs, and that actually happened, you know. So that's good, though, because for my life leading up to this film, I was always considered myself to be a terrible sailor.
All right, lads. Crowe's on-screen persona, a no-nonsense military man who doesn't hesitate to dress down others, not unlike the actor in real life. I met with his displeasure when I asked how he got his British accent right for the part. At the start of our interview, he didn't really answer the question and didn't like it when pressed a second time.
We started with that. If you get back to your tape, when you get back to the BBC, if they've got this kind of equipment and you push rewind, you'll find that we covered that at the beginning, more than adequately.
Whether charmless or charming, Crowe is aided by a cast and crew with impeccable credentials. Director Peter Weir, a host of British actors, including talented co-star Paul Bettany. But make no mistake, this is Russell Crowe's film.
I can only afford one rebel on this ship. Men must be governed.
Russell Crowe might be master and commander of the film's advertising campaign, but his picture may not be an easy sell at the box office. Why? Well, it's a storm-tossed adventure full of daring-do, but there's no romance in it and hardly a woman in the cast.
Well, there's a lot of other things, though, you know. It's the experience of life in the Navy in 1805. It's the detail of what that life really entailed and the possible hardships and the courage of the people that lived it.
Also, moviegoers have already embraced one swashbuckling hero this year, Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean. They may not be ready for another, but Russell Crowe's picture is a substantial story with a powerful performance and beautifully shot, worthy of Oscar consideration. Tom Brooke, BBC News, New York.
Bless you. Budgie, you're looking, I see you as a movie fan. In your house, you watch everything that Susie tells you to. What do you think of Russell?
Now watch it, I'll come over there.
I just sneak back down, don't I? Sneak back down in the night to reprogram everything, you know.
Do you like
Russell, yes.
Yeah, do you like him on the quiet?
What an outburst.
You like him?
Not at all, no. No, not at all. I think he's probably waiting for the kind of chest sculpture competition that they'll probably have in Las Vegas.
Oh, I'd like to go to that. Matt, very quickly, what's your brother up to? Because he's an actor and I know it must be annoying, but just out of interest.
Not at all. He's just finished another movie about Charlie Richardson, the gangster. He plays Charlie. Wicked actor. He's on his way and I'm very proud of him.
OK. Well, good luck, all of you. Thank you very much for coming in. We're very grateful. I'm sorry it was a bit Monday. Stay here and we'll do sexual favours. That's it for us. We're back tomorrow night with Marty Pellow and Richard Bacon.
Thank you very much indeed. Stay with BBC 3 for Burn It at 9. Next is tonight's Celeb DAC update. Now, those. Bye.
Goodbye.